Welcome back to MFO, everybody. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Today, we are going to talk about my favorite jigs for fishing smallmouth. We're going to talk about the jigs, the trailers that I like to use, the locations that I like to fish them. We'll be back right after this. Stick around, guys. Welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. I'm Mark Fisher. Today we're going to talk about my favorite jig to throw when I'm targeting smallmouth bass. Before I get into that, I would just like to ask you, please, if you haven't done so already, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, hit the like button, send me your comments on your favorite baits when you're targeting smallmouth. I'd love to hear from you on that one. So what is my favorite jig to throw targeting smallmouth bass? Well, the answer is it's a Bitsy Bug by Strike King. Just a little 1/4 ounce Bitsy Bug. This is the packaging that it comes in, and these baits have been around for a long, long time. But I like the small compact size. I like the small hooks, but it's a stout, sharp hook. And my favorite colors when I'm targeting smallmouth are going to be either the black and blue, or if I'm in a little clearer water, I'll probably go with a green pumpkin. And then the trailer that I use is a Super Junk say that 5 times fast. A Super Chunk Junior, which gives me a nice subtle kind of bait to throw. I found that I don't get bit as much when I'm using trailers that have more of a twisting action, but more of a chunk style action. And I don't know whether that is related to the fact that a lot of times when you're fishing for smallies, you're in current, and so the current does a lot to make these flappers kind of move versus the twisting action, or the fact that, quite honestly, this isn't a very heavy jig, so it falls kind of subtly. And I think that subtle fall with these flappers does more to entice strikes than the fact that you would need a heavier jig to get those twister tails to kind of move on a different type of trailer. So, like I said, I'm pairing this Bitsy Bug with a Zoom Super Chunk Junior trailer. And then the places that I fish this is going to be your typical smallmouth kind of space places. Whether that be, like I said, near current breaks, riprap areas, points with rocks and current types of structure on them where the fish can get out of the current or get next to rocks and things like that. The other location that I would be using this would be along bluff walls where there are kind of stair step type of ledges. You might have a bluff wall and then 5 feet down a little 3-foot ledge before it, and stair step where it goes down even deeper. And pitching this down that bluff wall and letting it get to that first stair and kind of working it along that's a good place to throw this as well. The Bitsy Bug, like I said, it's a nice, small, compact presentation that I found to be very effective, and I like it in either the blue-black or in clear water, the green pumpkin. There are times when I will use maybe a green pumpkin orange, and I might put a little chartreuse on the tail of my green pumpkin Super Chunk Junior trailer. Guys, like I said, I'd love it if you would send me your comments. I'd like to hear what you throw for smallies. There's a lot of baits to use for sure. There's the Ned rig. There's the Nico rig. There's a lot of different baits for smallies. Let's hear what you do as well. But if you haven't done it, try the Bitsy Bug. I think that's a great jig to throw when you're targeting smallmouth. Guys, we appreciate you tuning in. Stick around tomorrow for another episode of Mark Fisher Outdoors. We'll see you then. Take care.